Good morning, students. So, today we will start our new chapter, that is chapter 7 from history, towns, traders, and craftsmen. Okay. So, in this chapter, we will be discussing about different towns which are classified on the function that they performed. For example, pilgrimage town, capital town, and administrative town. Okay, and apart from that, we will be also talking about the craftsman and also very important town of the medieval period. Clear? So, first we will start with the sources. That is from where we get to know about it. That is through accounts of the foreign travelers such as Dorrit Barbosa and Ralph Fitch. They help us to know about the towns that flourish in those period. Okay. And even Mughal official documents on land grants and land revenue assessment also tell us about the old and new town. What were the sources? The sources through which we get to know is that foreign travelers and secondly through the official documents. Okay. So we all know that the medieval period was the era of stability in which we will be talking about Cholas, the Delhi Sultanate, Mughals, which provide a stable government. Clear? So now let's start our chapter, that is with the types of towns, and they are obviously classified. That is, every town is been classified on the function that they performed. Okay, so first we will start with capital town. That is, capital town was the place where king used to held their court and all the administrative work were carried out in those town. Clear? For example, we have Agra, Fatehpur Sikri, Lahore. Okay. Now, Shah Jahan, he made Delhi as his capital. As we all know, we all have discussed, right? He named it Shahjahanabad. And his daughter, Jahanara Begum, he built a shopping complex there that is called as Chandni Chowk. So, as I know that all those people who have visited Chandni Chowk, so it's a history behind it. So, it was built by whom? By the daughter of Shah Jahan, that was Jahanara Begum. Clear? Now, next is our temple town. So, there was some town which was occupied by only and only temples. That is, all the building out there was converted into temples, and apart from it, there were many temples which was been built by different rulers and the king of that time. Clear? Now, there were numerous temples town in different part of the country. A classic example you can get is of Tanjore, which is right now known as present day Tanjore, and it was the capital of Cholas, but was much more famous for its temple. That is, Tanjore developed into a flourishing town largely because of this temple. Okay, now cater to the needs of the temple. There were different profession that were being developed out there. That is to cater to the needs of the temple and the pilgrims. People of different professions settle out there. Like beside the temple, which was been catered to the profession need of the temple, the people settle out there. Like there were priest, garland maker, weaver, sculptor, shopkeeper, trader, musician, dancer, and many more used to settle out there. Now, Tirupati, Somnath, Kanchipuram, Madurai, and Mathura was some of the famous temple town. I hope children you all have visited all these places. Not all, one or two places you must have visited. You must have seen outside the temple. There the shop is there, isn't it? They are selling fruits, flower. Some are saying out there shop which is selling garland. Right, priest is there, which we call in Hindi Pandit, isn't it? Who performs some rituals of us. Okay, musicians is there. Some is sitting beside a temple, they are singing bhajans and all, right? So that has become a profession. Okay, now next is our coming to that pilgrimage town, that is pilgrimage center slowly turn into pilgrimage town. For example, Benares, which is at present known as Varanasi, Allahabad, Mathura and Vrindavan are some of the example of such town. Now, in fact, the dargah of famous Sufi saint like Khwaz Muinuddin Chishti, which is at Ajmer, and Khwaja Hazrat Nizamuddin Aulia is at Delhi, attracted a large number of devotees. Okay, now we have the crafts town. Now there was some luxury court was there. Okay, so that was been provided to the king, to the novel, and most probably to the everyone out there. So kings and novel require luxury good, isn't it? Now this led to the growth of Craftstown. For example, Bidar was famous for its beautiful Bidri walk. Hyderabad, the capital of the kingdom of Golconda, was a gem cutting and trading center for jewelries. Murshidabad was a prominent center for different kind of silk fabric. Okay, now we will start with the commercial and trading town. A commercial town developed as a result of the product found in the region or because of its nearest to port or major trade route. Commercials and trading town were of two types. What are those? That is inland trading town and other is port town. Now, Ahmedabad and Qasim Bazar were famous for cotton and silk textile. That is, Ahmedabad and Qasim Bazar were only known for its cotton and silk textile. Kabul was famous center for horse trade. Hampi was there, Masulipatinam and Surat was some other town involved in commercial activity. That is, commercial and trading town. I hope it's been clear, children. So today till this much. In our next class we will move on with the Hampi. Okay, so must go through the text. If any doubts, you just ask me. Okay, thank you.